So welcome back to part two, blogging tips for beginners, and we are going to go over on-page SEO. Um, so next in these few parts, we're going to go in the back office and really drive into some of the things you should be doing. And one of the most important things is keywords, but not over spamming them, no matter how long your content really is. So let's jump over there. So we're gonna go back on and influencer marketing blog posts that I recently wrote, and would be down in the blog post with blogging SEO tips. And let me turn off my phone for you do not hear it going off. Okay, that's done. So one of the most important things is going to be your keyword. Um, but when it comes to keywords, like this is like your main. This is how you're going to get searched. Before you put in backlinks or before you do anything, um, if you are not in Google Webmaster Tools, I'm going to show you how to set it up and how to get started and everything, and show you some of the basics. So I'm not going to go through the entire site. I'm not going to go through some of the keywords that you could be focused on that Google is not showing you. And so, but I'm just going to show you some basics that you can do and submit stuff on your site. As long as you got Yoast, the plugin, and all that stuff. Okay, so in this next part, I'm gonna show you the keywords. I'm not gonna show you like exactly everyone ones I'm using, but as you see, Instagram influencer marketing, I'll use it 5 times. Now, I wrote an article. I don't even know how long it was. It was about 15. It was 1,548 words. That's those smaller words and everything that comes involved. So one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to need to search for keywords, right? So there's a couple tools you can use, which is SEMrush. And if you ever read my blog post on real estate keywords, you will notice that I talk about that. I haven't really tried to rank a lot of these posts yet, so I'm really just trying to build some blog posts for 2019. I can start pushing the content and I really start pushing links. So a lot of these posts will not be ranked, and you might even see some of these videos later on. And if you're on Instagram or Facebook or inside my group, you'll actually see this content. But if you're not, or you're on my email list or anything like that, then you actually get to see this content. So another one is Keyword Finder. And these are all free tools. Not all the way free, but I think SEMrush you allowed 5 to 10 times. I'm not sure on the exact amount. Keyword Finder, it's 5 times for searches. Another tool is Uberg. Soon as it wants to pop up, you will get this party started. Okay. Uberg suggest. This is a free tool. This tool is more to give you a suggestion, and it's not really to give you like the focus keyword. I don't know if it's been updated or not. I know like Neil Patel went and bought it out, and he's doing whatever with it. But I haven't used it since probably 2 or 3 years when it was still pretty crappy. But it was a good tool to get ideas and something that's built around your industry and really get really great ideas when it comes to stuff in that nature. So next, where are we at? So now, oh, what's that? That's the blog post I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so let's jump back on here. So as we know, as of right now, that your H1, this is what this is. This is an H1 tag. Your H1 tag is a very important process. So with the H2s and H3s and H4s, I don't really justify them the way I justify putting H2s on, which is like your second most important tag. Some people say it's your H3, some say H4, but what the way I use them is it like is it important? Like what is influencer marketing? That's a pretty important part. Like this is an H3, yeah, it's H3. So this this really drives into coming into here. Uh, then here's my ebook that I link and goes into my ebook, obviously. Then we drive down to H2, which is another important part of the post because I talk about Social Blade and what you should be doing, and I link to Social Blade, but I do not give it a I give it a no follow. There's plugins for that, and I'm not gonna really go into plugins obviously because this is what this really not it's not the focus on paid stuff is. Then I do a video, and if you're not very good at videos, don't just be jumping on. I mean, best way to start getting better at doing videos is you just do videos. But as I said, this is just a really beginner guide for blogging. So if you're not good at videos, do them. You don't have to be excellent at them. You just got to be consistent and really doing videos. So I really want to jump back on a video and actually start marketing on videos. But you know, with everything going on and trying to get everything really where I need to get to. So it's a H3. It's H2. Yeah. Some people say only put two. Some say three. You know what? It's really no. Everything is all about testing it yourself and see what works. Let's talk about keywords for a brief minute. Okay, first of all, you should be using in the post outside keywords. So if you don't know what outside keywords are, outside keywords are pretty much keywords that are relevant into that niche. So like in this post, this is why you collect keywords and you find out which ones you're going to use inside the post. There's actually a site you can use for outside keywords. Should be the first one. And if you ever read my um, post from real estate keywords, it's in there and it's really full of great content. And you just come in here and it's free. You know what I mean? It says right here, big bold out is free, right? And you just go in there and say you're searching for cat toys or dog toys or cat training or whatever niche you're in, and you just and what of that keyword you're trying to focus on inside that post, you want to go from there. So next is inside of your post, you want to mix up your keywords, and you don't want to just focus on like Instagram marketing, Instagram marketing, Instagram marketing, Instagram marketing, Instagram marketing. You know what I mean? You want to focus on stuff that's relevant, and you want to make it sound good. And if you didn't see the first video, go watch that. If you're on this blog post, you've already seen the first video, and this is the second video you're watching. Okay, so one, we talked about keywords. Oops, this is the wrong post. Okay, so we talked about keywords. Do I have two of these in here? I do. Anyways, so then we have the underneath stuff. Like this blog post goes back to this post, which is like a pretty shitty link in YouTube because I didn't push embeds or any of that stuff. So it's like such a crappy link that it's really not going to be not even worth it being part of my stuff, part of like my link building strategy because it's just a shitty link and Google's looking at high authority links. So This does the same thing. Eventually, I'll start building the entire SEO campaign around everything. Okay, so let's go up to URL. Now, there is a lot of dilemma about this, if you should use the exact URL or not. But I look at it like this, and this is the way I want you to look at it. With all on-page stuff, if you do not spam your keywords like 100 of them or 200, or you got 20 of the exact match keywords. Exact match is like, if you're like what I'm doing is Instagram influencer marketing. So if you have the exact match and you got 20 of them keywords, that's spammy. So I only have 5 with this long blog post. Well, this is actually kind of one of my short ones, but it's relevant. It tells you what you can do and what you can't do, or whatever. But I'll only have 5 times, and keyword density is very low. I also, oh, you should be using like 20, 50 keywords. I'm on my last site, pluswell.com. I actually get so many spammy comments like, dude, you should be using like 30 freaking, like, are you crazy? Or they're like, you need to be doing like 5 to 7%. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's so spammy. And especially if you're link building correctly, you don't even really have to worry about throwing a bunch of keywords on there. So it's really going to be about you providing value, and you really get focused on what you're doing. So the next part is going to be a little different because it involves images, but I want to show you something before you even take the images onto your website and you upload them. Now, um, with actual, put them on the website. Now, say if you're doing your featured image, I test images before I do that, because there's no point in me just here's what I mean. Uh, like this image right here, I tested and I seen like which picture would really suit the best before I just put it on there. So, but like for your other images that you're gonna post, like there is no exact strategy for images. I actually was going to try something with link building with images. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but just want to get it up there and see if it works. That's a different strategy. I'm not even going to get into that because I haven't even tested it. So I don't know if that works or not. But so we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back on my computer. I have a ton of images that I do on Instagram and stuff that I'm thinking about doing, if I even put it out there or not. But so we're gonna go into I don't know if it's still up here, but I have Instagram lead. Okay, so this is my blog SEO folder. Oh, okay, so before you ever upload an image, um, as we talked about before on the first video, we talked about that you want to separate all your content. You want to make it look readable, right? And so your next step is going to be naming your images. So let me show you, for instance. I have all these named. Okay, me and my mama. It's an ebook. Okay, let's say, oops. Let's say that we were into dog training, right? So my image pictures in the way, so I'm gonna move it here for a minute. So we're just gonna rename, and it'll be like how to train your dog. Obviously, this is not a real post. So after you write that in, I just want to say it's your keyword, or let's say like best best Instagram expert, or best um, best coffee house in um, Killeen, Texas. But you get the idea, right? So let's move this back over. So the next thing you would do is you would come in here, you're going to right click, come into properties. As you come into properties, when it loads for me, okay. So when you come into details, right, and add in your keywords, your keyword, and you do a sub keyword, then you rate it. And tags are just extra keywords that you want maybe rank for. And authors, you put the copyright if it's your original image on your site. And that's it. Then after that, you're just gonna hit apply and hit OK, and you'll be done. Okay, so now we did on the computer stuff. I hope that was understandable. If it wasn't, it didn't make any sense, which just on YouTube, just email me or comment, and I'll usually respond. Sometimes it takes me a couple days. So unless it's a really old video, I don't really respond to it. So if it's like 6 months ago, or a year ago, 3 years ago, I'm not really gonna respond to it. So next is you upload in your images. When you upload your images, obviously you already put the keywords in that you're looking to do, right? So next you're gonna edit. Wrong one. You're supposed to hit this one right here. It says add media, and it's gonna go back. But let's just go on this other one. Probably why I had this set up like this. So what you're gonna do, you'll come up here where it says add media, and you upload files, and upload how many files it is. If you got 4 pictures for that post, 3, 2, 1, how many ever it is, right? And you're done. Well, for the most part. And then, so you'll come in here, and I don't really do much in here, not really. So you see influence market on Instagram. You can do a little more. Don't add in the caption. All it does is, now if this is going to a certain page and someone clicks on it, like say I was trying to drive traffic to my ebook, I can maybe put in the caption like you'll actually see it. Check out my new ebook, right? My page always getting away. And then you should update, and it should be on here, right? And so check out my new ebook. And if you actually put a link in there, it'll actually direct you to it. Now, when I used to build some of my sites, I used to do that, some of my old sites, and all I have, but I'm not going to do that, okay, right? It's not going to. So this is your alt text, right? And I'm not going to show you all of them because I'm not going to show you exactly what I did on every single one of them. So, but if you go in here, if you go back into your media, you're able to edit them. I'm in the way again, ain't I? So we'll come in here and we'll do this one. Let's move me over here. All right. So you see influencer marketer on Instagram, influencer marketer on Instagram. And if you want to really get spectacular, you can add the description. If you really want to get in depth and really create something inside of it, you can come in here and you can actually edit the entire deal. You'll actually, is it on this one? But I don't know, they updated it, so I haven't really been in here. But what we used to be able to do, you used to be able to go in here and like edit the link and edit the way everything's set up. It was all right, you know what I mean? Um, so then you add your alt text and your description, and if you really want to get descriptive, you can write a little freaking formula or whatever, and then you can like put your link down there if you shall desire for a blog post. Like check out. So you write a description and be like, check out our recent blog post for training dogs, right? But I'm not doing that because obviously I'm not in dog training. So let's just recap here. So you want to mix up your keywords, LSI keywords. So you want to add in your alt text inside of your images, right? Before you do that, you want to go onto your computer and do that section. So after you do that, where are we at? In videos, you can link them back if you're doing a link building strategy, or you can use YouTube videos. It's not really a follow link. It's a no follow link. You don't know what I'm talking about. That's not something that I'll really cover inside of this. It's because we're not talking about backlinking. We ain't talking about things that aren't really relevant to what I want to discuss in this video. Let's talk about, hold on, where are we at? Where's that? Okay, so tags. So tags really are not important for Google. For like Bing, yes, Bing still counts tags for that. I'm not even sure how relevant they are in Bing. I mean, I don't really focus on Bing. Obviously, more of the I stay on Google. Obviously, there's a lot of my stuff still gets ranked inside of Bing, but I don't it's not something that I'm reaching out and I'm trying to rank on Bing. So what we're going to do, okay, so we got our images with alt text. So then you can do some recent posts. There are plugins you can do for that. I do it natural and just be like, here's some extra resources. You want to take it out, bust that plugin, creates a lot of space, and your load time slowing down. So that's why I don't use it, and it's much easier for that, anyways. And as I said, you want to mix up your keywords and your H1 tag, which is your title tag. Ooh, the hell. So your title tag is going to be important because Google is going to read that. It's going to read certain elements. I'm not sure how important it is for it to be in the first paragraph. Honestly, I haven't seen a difference in rankings in either one of my pages, ones that I do and the ones that I don't. So maybe it does, maybe it don't, but I necessarily haven't seen a difference, maybe because I have page authority on my overall domain, but that's a whole nother subject. So then you want to have the keyword in your URL structure. So the next video, I'll talk about Yoast a little bit, and I'm not going to go over Yoast and like I'm going to show you how to install it, and I'm going to show you what all the stuff that you need to put on it. What I'm going to do is we're going to go to the site maps. I'm going to teach you all the basic stuff that you need to know within Google Webmaster Tools. As I said, this is a pretty basic course. Some of the stuff's really long, I understand, and like on-page SEO is if you don't understand this part, and I cannot stress this any more than any other person could ever has ever done SEO, is you do not spam in SEO no more. What I mean by this is a lot of people that used to write blog posts used to put like internet marketing, internet marketing, internet marketing, internet marketing, and they do that like 100 times and they rank. Now, that was way before I came on board because I didn't start till like 2013 to even think about learning SEO. So that was before me. So my first base where I started learning SEO was in school was in 2011, and it was the first time I received a book. And then I kind of like just enjoyed it, so I started really wanting to learn it. But anyways, this is the end of the on-page SEO part. Next, as I said, we're gonna go over the Yoast plugin, the basics. I'm not gonna go over any of the features or what you should set up or any of that stuff. We're gonna go over to the sitemaps. We're gonna go into Webmaster Tools, and then I'm gonna show you on my site, not really on my site, but I'll show you that I have two different URLs because you're gonna have to tell Google that, hey, I want this URL being searched, not this one. I don't want the www. I want this one. So the whole thing with HTTPS, I don't know if it helps you rank better or not. Mine's still on HTTP, so I guess we'll find out when I transfer over. I'm not sure if I'm gonna transfer over or not, but a lot of people say they have seen increased rankings. I guess we'll see. Um, but anyways, this is the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everyone.